Hi Pisces, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your May reading. So you come into the deck, underneath the deck, sorry, with the Ace of Pentacles. This is talking about new opportunities, new emotional growth. It's talking about new love coming in. It's talking about a blossoming of abundance. It's talking about it's talking about like an outpouring of dreams, intuition, psychic abilities. All of that stuff are all on form for you guys this month. It also talks about just feeling like your cup is running over this month for you guys. It's feeling like there's a sense of love and there's this sense of peace there for you. And it's also feeling like you're very tapped into the emotions this month. You're very tapped into the psychic plane, to intuition, all of that stuff. I've just spotted the Page of Pentacles underneath there as well. So this is saying that this is something that you want to grow, yeah? You also, underneath that, have the Knight of Pentacles, yeah? So this is saying that this is something you've just realized. It's like you've just found something, and now you want to grow it, now you want to share it, now you've realized the beauty of something, and you're deciding to work on it and to create more stability within it. That could be a new job, that could be a relationship that you're looking to deepen, that could be a family. This is a new addition to the family as well here, I'm also hearing. You also have trust. Now this says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be the one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So that's just another thing that's saying for you to just be open to all of these opportunities. Just be open to your intuitive mind. Just be open to your urges, your hunches, all of those things. Just be open to the synchronicities in every day. It's like finding that magic in every day again. You also have the card of yin and yang. So for some of you Pisces this month, I feel like you're calling in your soulmate energy or your twin flame energy, or you're calling in a very strong union for you guys this month. It also, this in the upright, it talks about yin energy, and it talks about you being passive and receptive and just remaining open to all the things that you see around you this month, because there's going to be a lot of signals and a lot of signs. And your logical mind may say, no, I can't do that, I have to have certain this to do that, but your intuitive mind is going to give you that urge, and it's up to you to then take that opportunity. You're very much focused on your stability. You're very much focused on your growth. Like I said with the page, it's like you found that value in it. Now you're off to plant that thing and create something stable. Now you're on the way to the King of Pentacles energy. This could be putting finances into the home. This could be putting a new job that's giving you more finances, because the page has now grown to the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. However, I do feel like there's a lot of balancing, a lot of obstacles to this. It's like you may have been given this new opportunity, but there's a lot more that needs to be done in order to get that done. There's filing, there's banking, there's arranging this dates, there's arranging this person's schedule, there's making sure the kids are dropped off here perhaps, or there's making sure that we can all kind of correlate at the same time in one place in order to get something done. But there's definitely this sense of balancing. It could also be that finances could be getting a little bit out of control, or they was getting a little bit out of control. You also have the Seven of Cups, which is talking about making choices, making a decision. Yeah, he has this snake wrapped around his waist here, so he's making a decision using his wisdom. However, when the card was saying to use your intuition as opposed to your logical mind this month. So it's about tapping into which cup do you want. What is it that your intuition is pushing you towards? What is your soul growth or your soul purpose pushing you towards this month? Is it a relationship? Is this thing, if you was to look at this thing. Is it like something that is going to be virtuous for you, or is it going to be, or are you filling your time with vices and fantasies? Because this energy, Pisces, although you're very intuitive, you can also get distracted, and your energy can dissipate because you're building too many castles in the sky and you don't actually get it done. So when you get that urge, it's telling you to follow that urge and to just move with it. Don't let the energy dissipate. Keep going. Keep one foot in front of the other. This could also be you doing some work on your body as well, your physical body, or the home. Yeah, I said work. It could also be strengthening of the family as well. In the center of your reading, we have the Ace of Swords, which talks about now we have this focus. So after this haze, it's like this haze has cleared now. Now we have this focus. And this focus could be to do with arranging a celebration. It could be to do with close gatherings. It could be that there's been some communication by 3 people in a small gathering. Now there's a lot more clarity. It could be that there's been some communication regarding booking something that's emotional, something like an engagement, stag do, hen do, party, all of that kind of stuff. But it's feeling like you're feeling really good in small gatherings this month. It could also be that you're celebrating a victory or an achievement, that a small victory or an achievement, yeah, that you've made. We've also got how here, so we've gone from this 2 of balancing finances now to the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 is about creating more stability, creating more, knowing that you have to have more inner power in terms of your finances. Maybe it's that you've been overspending a lot, or things just got a bit out of hand. But it's about you're saving at this time. You're taking some time in. For some of you guys, it's about that you've been in this place where you've protected your emotional energy. You've been protecting your heart a little bit. And now you could be allowing yourself to be a little bit more open. Now you're moving forward. The 2 of Pentacles can also talk about changes that aren't quite reflected, changes that you're going through that aren't quite reflected on the, they're very undercover, they're not reflected on the surface yet, which is also what Yin and Yang talks about. It talks about a lot of movement going on underneath in the undercurrents. You guys are doing a lot of work on yourselves this month. But in terms of finances, yeah, there could be some worries to do with finances in order to create more stability. There could be some anxiety around that, maybe a few sleepless nights. However, I feel if you're on the wrong track, if you're on the right track and you're taking this leadership approach, this fatherly, this emperor approach, he's about using his logic when it comes to the finances, and making financial decisions. So yeah, it's about you guys using your logic in terms of your finances, but when you're getting these intuitive hits as well, it's also about following those. This could be a good month for you guys if you do already place bets or gamble. It could be a good month to kind of follow your intuition and but using your logic and not overspending as well, making sure that you have what you need put aside, because you are in this process of gaining more stability within your life. You're trying to get, also it's saying that this is after this period of imbalance, you're becoming more grounded, yeah, and it's also asking you to ground yourself within this energy because it is a very heightened time. You also have the card of vulnerability. It says, this is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. So as you move forward, Pisces, this is another card that's telling you to trust your intuition. Because this is an unknown area. This is places that you haven't been before. It says, don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. So it's allowing yourself to be vulnerable as you move forward, making these plans for the future. It's about this focus now that we have here. The Ace of Swords is new beginnings. It's also victory, long long-awaited victory. So it's like something that you has been challenging you for a while. You now have this sense of victory regarding it. You also have woman holding a heart in reverse. This is 44. It's also saying that your power comes from your intuition this month, and to keep your heart open, which is also a message from this card, because it's, although this is good for money in order to create more stability, in terms of love, you do need to take these coins away from your heart and just allow yourself to be a little bit more open and a little bit more tender, perhaps. Yeah. You also have the inner angel of strength, which is about your inner power and your inner strength this month. It's saying that you have that resolve this month and you have all that you need. It's right next to this anxiety card. I don't think there's this need for anxiety. Yeah, because I feel like you get into a more balanced place. Maybe because so much is going on underneath the surface, you're not quite sure where you are within that yet. But you do have that angel of strength, and that also is a 5, and it talks about a lot of changes going on, but you have that strength within you. And it's having that strength and power of belief in yourself, and knowing that you are very psychic, very intuitive creatures. And you are, in terms of all of those subconscious undercurrents, you guys have control over that. And it's just saying to just take power within that and just stay grounded within that. So you also have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, above the Emperor, it can talk about a woman that's being a bit malicious or a little bit spiteful. It could be the feminine part of, or the, well, masculine or feminine, because it's vice versa. But it's saying that this is like somebody who's being very cutting, very spiteful. It can be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But it's just saying that somebody's not liking this transformation that you're going through as well. They're trying to keep you in a certain place. It could also be a marker to say that you are now not being so closed off. You're being more open, and you're being more dependent on others. I know that sounds like a funny thing, but in the upright, she is a very independent creature. She will not allow others to in. So this is next to this card as well. It's showing me that you're allowing others in this month. You're allowing them in emotionally, which is also about the vulnerability card. That's just to let yourself in emotionally. And it's also being highlighted in the woman holding the coin. It's just saying, just you have this inner power and this inner strength. Yeah. So just allow what's happening, allow the changes to occur. So take care, stay blessed. Thanks for all your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions.